Good morning, everybody. What's up? What's a shaking? Welcome to your 9:30 a.m. Selfless Service Yoga class in Boise, Idaho. If you're in California, it's your 8:30 a.m. Selfless Service Yoga class. Namaste. It's gonna be easy peasy today. We're just gonna come onto the mat and start doing some yoga. Let's start out by stretching. Good morning. How are you? Yeah, let's come down here. Let's find some breath first. You're going to need a block today for today's practice. If you don't have a block, find something that looks like a block or a blanket. A blanket is helpful for if you have knees, discomfort in your knees and that kind of stuff. A blanket's good for that. It's also good to use as a prop to prop up the body. So if you have those close by, that would be awesome. If not, we'll figure it out, right? All right. Let's find some breath. Where's the music? Oh, it's just really light. All right, let's find some breath. I'm gonna sit on this. Did you see that? I couldn't get comfortable. Now we're talking. All right, let's find some breath here. Let's roll our shoulders back. Take the fingers, spread wide out to the side. If you're sitting on your glutes, just find a seated mountain pose. And just feel your natural breath. Just notice the movement of the body as you sit still, as you breathe. Maybe noticing the slight rise of the shoulders as you inhale. Maybe feel the body relaxing into itself as you exhale. Feel where that breath goes or how the body reacts or moves as you exhale, maybe bringing everything into the core. And then let's start to lengthen the breath. You might notice the inhale is either longer or shorter than the exhale. There is no right or wrong. Just allow yourself to really feel the breath. And as you inhale, you want to fill the body up with the air and have it feel like it's a bread rising. When you exhale, you want it to feel like you're leaning into an air mattress and you're letting the air out and you're just gently melting into that air mattress, except for you're doing that with the body, bringing everything into the core, maybe engaging the muscles around the rib cage, just slightly bringing them in on that exhale, maybe squeezing that muscle in between the legs and drawing it up into the belly button as you exhale. And then as you inhale, you're going to feel the belly up like a balloon. You're going to feel the whole body expanding out. Feel the breath going into the rib cage and moving into the arms, and then feeling that pause at the top of the breath where you're neither breathing in or breathing out. You just are. And then exhaling everything back down, feeling everything coming into the core, feeling like you're melting into that air mattress. Again, maybe gently engaging that muscle in between the legs, bringing it up into the belly button, feeling that pause at the top and at the bottom of the breath, and then moving back into your inhale here. Notice your thoughts. Stay with the breath. Stay with the focus of the breath. And feel the breath calming the thoughts of the mind. Maybe your head is extra racy this morning with the thoughts. Just allow them to come in and fade out. Don't engage with them. Don't speak back to them. Just kind of watch it like a silent movie. And then remember that you're the observer of those thoughts, that you're not actually those thoughts. And now being in the awareness of being the observer of this experience, feel the breath. Maybe look through the skins of the eyes, take notice of any colors fading in and out. maybe you can see some energy moving around. Staying with the breath, those deep inhalations, breathing as deeply as you can into the outer layers of the skin and beyond through the aura, into that pause, exhaling everything back in, bringing everything into the core. And then just stay with this observer, your awareness of being the observer. As we focus on 11 breaths, I'll count, inhaling through the nose. Staying with the breath, staying out of the thoughts of the mind. If you can't get out of the thoughts of the mind, ask yourself the question, do you value those thoughts more than you value the presence of this moment, being here now and focusing on the breath? The last 2 breaths here, take the deepest breaths of the day, inhaling through the nose. Really let it go on the exhale on that last breath. Pause, either stay with this breath or allow the breath to come back into a more natural breathing pattern, whatever serves you best here. So we will be moving in and out of that breath. Just observe. Feel the shape of the body, feel the stillness of the body, maybe feel a tingling sensation like energy moving through the body. Feel that space from the left side of the body to the right side of the body. Feel that space from the front of the body to the back of the body. In your stillness, feel the skeletal system. And then feel all the muscles, the tissues, and the tendons surrounding the bone. And then feel the inside layer of the skin caressing the muscles and the tissues and the tendons. Feel the inner layers of the skin. And then feel the body from the outside in, feeling the skin from the outside in. Move it all the way to the center of the body, moving it through the body, through the arms, the legs, everything coming into the center of the spine. And then split the spine down the center with your awareness, maybe energy of white light, and then just feel the left side of the body. Feel the left ear and the left eye, the left eyebrow, the left side of the forehead, the left side of the face, the left side of the nose, the left side of the lips, the left side of the neck, the left side of the chest, the left clavicle, the left shoulder, the left arm, the left hand, and the left fingers. Feel the left rib cage, feel the left side of the body, feel the left hip, the left pelvic bone, the left femur, left knee, left shin bone and calf. Feel that left ankle, the left foot and the left toes. And then feel the whole left side all at the same time. Notice the difference in the left side as you take your awareness and feel the right side. And then do the same on this side till it feels exactly the same as the left side. Completely balanced and relaxed. Feel the breath. Lightly press the fingertips into the mat. Inhale, bring the hands up over the head. Reach up high at the top. Maybe take a little back bend. Exhale, hands back down to the side. Inhale, bring the hands up. Exhale, hands down. With the eyes closed, look through the skins of the eyes. Inhale, bring the hands up over the head, creating a lit up dome of energy around the body. Exhaling, bringing the hands back down to the side. Engage with the earth energy as you touch your mat. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. And then let's just lean forward. If you're on a block, come up off the block. We're going to come on into a seated position. Take those legs out into a V shape. Bring your hands back behind you and press yourself up and forward, and then just find yourself here. Maybe take the hands onto the legs and feel the skin, feel the muscles. Maybe give them a little massage out. Take it all the way to the ankles, maybe pull the toes, and then let's come back up to straight, and then let's point the toes and flex the toes here. And then roll the ankles out in a circular motion. Take it in the opposite direction. And then flex the toes towards the face, squeezing the muscles to the bone in the legs. We're going to sit up nice and straight. Inhale, bring the hands up over the head. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, relax the legs, slowly coming forward, bringing the body in front of you, hands in front of you. Maybe bend the elbows a little bit, soften the head and neck, and just allow the body to gently melt forward. Feel how that affects the hamstrings. Maybe lift the hips up and replant them. There are no rules, so just find whatever it takes to get you as low as you can. One day bringing that nose to touch. You can take the hands out to the ankles, or you can bring the hands back behind you. And you can play with these stretches too as we inhale, taking those deep breaths in, squeezing the muscles to the bone in the legs, flexing the toes towards the face. And always relaxing that resistance, any resistance on your exhales, allowing the body to melt further forward. And then bring those hands to a comfortable position in front of you. Gently press through the palms of the hands and slowly come up all the way to the top. Smile because it feels good. And then let's bring those legs together. Let's take a seated butterfly. Grab onto those toes. Bring the heels in close. Grab onto the toes. As you do, we're going to straighten the spine by sitting up straight as we gently take the knees towards the floor. Maybe roll the shoulders back if that feels good, sitting up straight. Maybe bring the insides of those arms closer to the rib cage. Again, gently finding the resistance maybe in those hips, relaxing it, releasing it as the knees go towards the floor. Nice deep breaths. And then let's bring the body forward. Take those elbows out like in a circular motion, getting a cat-like stretch across the shoulder blades. And then take the nose towards the toes as you take the knees towards the floor. then let's slowly come up. Let's take our legs out to straight. With our legs out to straight, I like to lean back, maybe bring the heels up off the mat, flex the toes, squeeze the muscles to the bone, the legs, point the toes, go back and forth a couple of times here. Maybe roll the ankles. Flex the toes towards the face. Maybe grab onto those toes if you can, wherever you're at. And then wherever you're at, let's lengthen the spine a little bit, like you're sticking the glutes away and just reaching the chin slightly forward. Feel the lengthening on the back of those legs. Maybe pull on your toes, bringing those heels up off of the mat. Maybe feeling that stretch across the shoulder blades. Maybe softening the neck here. And then let's just release that resistance and gently melt forward. On our inhales, we're breathing deeply. As we exhale, we're finding the resistance in our body and releasing it. We're releasing the resistance in our thoughts by staying out of the thoughts of our mind during our practice. And then let's gently draw those hands up the legs, coming all the way back up. Keep the hands above or below the knees, sitting up nice and straight. Let's roll the shoulders back and then bring the shoulder blades slightly together. Flex the toes towards the face. This is a forward, what is it? I just forgot. Table. This is a flat back during our sun salutation. So see what this feels like. And then relax it, exhaling, going forward once again. Flat back, flat back. Feel resistance in your glutes and your hips. Relax it. And then let's slowly come up as you do. Bend your right knee. Bring it all the way in. Sit up nice and straight. Take your left arm around your right knee. Roll your right shoulder as you look over your right shoulder. Maybe flex your left foot towards your face, engaging the muscle to the bone in that left leg. And then let's gently release, taking it to the other side. Take that right leg out to straight. Bend that left knee, bringing it all the way, heel all the way, and take that right arm around the left knee, pulling it close to the body, rolling your left shoulder, looking over your left shoulder here, maybe flexing your right foot towards your face, gently squeezing the muscle to the bone in that right leg as you look over your left shoulder. And then release, gently come back to center. Let's just take those legs out to straight, lean back, tap the backs of those knees. And then we're gonna come around onto the mat for a frog pose, taking those knees out to the side. I'm gonna demonstrate. So this is an example of when to use a blanket. If you have issues with your knees, you can always take the blanket here for a little extra padding. Take those knees out as wide as you can. Once those knees are out wide, you're going to look back. You're going to line up your knee with your ankle, and your foot will be squared flat to the back. So if you were up against a wall, it would be flat against the baseboard. In front of you, your hands are shoulder length apart. Let's spread the fingers wide. Create a little bit of space underneath those fingers to protect the wrists. Those elbows are close to the rib cage. Tuck your pelvic bone backwards so you feel a C curve in your lower back. If you don't feel a C curve in your lower back, you're tucking in the wrong direction. Gently press through the palms as you set the hips towards the heels. We're going to breathe here as you inhale through the nose. You're going to drop the belly. Feel the glutes expanding away. Feel that stretch going down the inner thighs. As you exhale, you're drawing everything up into the core. Squeeze that muscle in between the legs. Feel that energy rising up the inner thighs. And then moving back into that breath. Inhaling. And just notice all of the work that's going on in the body, all the movements in the body, how the body's moving with the breath just by being still. And then let's get build a little bit of body strength here. You're gonna bend those elbows. We're gonna drop the right ear to the floor, keeping the hips back, pressing away from the palms of the hands. Keep the elbows in. Take a couple breaths here. Elbows close to the body, gently press through the palms of the hands, slowly coming up like a slow motion push-up. You can feel that work. And then exhale, take it to the other side. Left ear comes to the mat. Elbows come towards each other as you press the hips towards the heels. Elbows in, gently pressing through the palms of the hands, slowly coming all the way up. Lean forward, bring those big toes together, and then press your hips all the way towards the heels and lower the upper body all the way towards the floor. Here, maybe third eye to the mat. And then let's just gently walk those hands towards the body, pausing here. Feel the stretch, maybe taking the hips closer towards the earth. Press through the palms of the hands to help bring those knees back together. Let's come around onto the mat. I'm going to do a sun salutation twice even today. I need a sip of water. Sitting onto your heels, squeeze those thighs together. Feels good after that frog stretch. Let's find a little breath. I like to cross my big toes. Inhale, bring the hands up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, hands up. As you exhale, hands down, lean forward, bring the hands back behind you. We're still squeezing those thighs together. Interlace those fingers and then pull the hands away from the body. Pull them towards the earth and away from the body. Maybe rest the head in between the shoulder blades. And then let's release to center. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, left hand, right knee. Roll that right shoulder. Look over the right shoulder. Lengthen the spine. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, right hand to that left knee. Roll that left shoulder, looking over the left shoulder, sitting up nice and straight. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, hands down. Come down into a tabletop position here. Knees are going to be directly underneath the hips. Tops of the feet onto the mat. Maybe tap them a couple times here. And then maybe let's stretch out the toes. So curl the toes and just roll them back and forth at center. And then take your heels out to the side and get the inside of those pinky toes. And then bring the heels together, getting the inside of those big toes. And then come back to center, curl the toes. Let's sit all the way back, giving them a stretch here. You can reach around and spread the toes even wider as you do. Press into the toes and the balls of the feet. Maybe sliding the knees slightly forward. Feel that stretch, release, come forward, curl the toes, knees together, sit all the way back onto the heels, feel that stretch on the ankle here, maybe bring the hands up off of the mat, finding some balance, coming back to center into that tabletop, knees directly underneath the hips, eyes of the elbows forward, gently press into the tip of each fingertip, utilize that muscle underneath the pinky and the thumb to protect the wrists, and space underneath those fingers. Like if you had a pen or pencil, you could easily slide it underneath. Tops of the feet onto the mat. On an inhale, you're going to drop the belly and look up. Cow pose. Feel a seat curve in your lower back. Feels good to take your hips side to side. Come to center. On an exhale, press through the palms of the hands as you bring the chin into the chest. Get deep into those shoulders. Bring the belly button in as you bring the hips slightly forward. Go deep into those shoulder blades. Maybe take a couple circles around the wrist to the left and to the right. See how that affects the stretch across the shoulder blades. Come back to center. Drop the belly on an inhale. Look up. Cow pose. Exhale in cat. Inhale up. Exhale into your cat pose. Stay up at the height of your cat pose. And then gently send the hips all the way towards the heels. Feel that stretch across those shoulder blades. Staying in your cat pose, hips towards the heels, slowly come all the way back up. At the top of your cat, drop back into your cat. Inhaling up, exhaling in. And then let's just come back to center. We're going to take that left leg back and we're going to bring that right knee forward. We're going to take a lazy pigeon. So roll onto your right thigh. As you roll onto your right thigh, I want you to point your right toe. As you point your right toe, square your hips off here and lower down for lazy pigeon. Bringing that head all the way towards the floor. You can take the hands out in front of you or you can bring the hands back behind you, whatever feels best. Staying out of the thoughts of the mind, staying with those deep breaths and the feel of the body. As you inhale, feel it press into the inside of that right thigh, expanding that right leg as it presses into the earth. Exhaling, melting into it once again like you're melting into an air mattress. And then bring your hands underneath your shoulders, and then let's just gently come all the way up. Maybe press into the top of that left foot as you do. Maybe drop that left hip just a little bit. And then press into the palms of the hands. Let's take a king pigeon here as you come onto your right shin. Place your right heel on that muscle in between the legs, and then walk the hands towards the body here. You can stay right here. Maybe see what it feels like to squeeze that left glute. Maybe see what it feels like to use your hands for balance and lift that left knee up off of the mat as you press into the top of that left foot. Or find some balance here by rolling those shoulders back. Take the arms back behind you. Lift the head, rest the head in between the shoulders for king pigeon here, finding balance. Gently come forward. As you do, we're going to fall into that right hand. Bend your left knee, point your left toe towards the sky. Take your left hand back to grab your left ankle. If you can't reach your ankle, just reach back. And then kick into your left hand. Looking forward, draw your left shoulder forward, keeping your left toe pointed towards the sky. Squeeze your left glute and then kick into your left hand. Bring the left shoulder forward. Make all of those adjustments over and over. Release, falling onto that right thigh. We're going to be in our pigeon pose, full extension. Take that left leg back, or full expression. Take your left hand on your right foot. Bring your right foot all the way up in alignment with your right knee. So it's on a hinge joint here. So it's in the perfect position. For most of us, you'll notice that we're far off to that right side. So we need to get those hips squared off and get into that so we can melt the body forward. So this is where that blanket comes in again, or you can use a block. And you're going to take it and place it long ways. You can also just use a pillow if you're at home. And take that to get those hips squared forward. And then you're just going to gently melt down over that right leg. And this is super awesome. This is your best friend if you have sciatica. Bring your elbows onto the mat. Squaring those hips. Press into the top of that left foot. Bringing that left knee up. Relaxing it back down. And then relaxing the body forward. Check in with your thoughts. This is where we practice mastering our mind, staying out of the thoughts of the mind. Again, ask yourself the question as you move into those thoughts. Do you value those thoughts more than you value being here, going deep into your body? And then let's gently press through the palms of those hands. Let's come all the way up. Maybe walk the hands back a little bit. Maybe press into the top of that left foot, bringing that left knee up, maybe squeezing that left glute. And then relaxing. Let's take that block off to the side. Fall into that right side. Take that right leg back. As you take the right leg back, take that left knee forward. Reach out through your right heel as you press through that right ball of the foot and the right toes. Maybe paint your mat with your toes, sliding the toes back and forth here. And then reach out through the heel at center, pressing in through the toes and the balls of the feet. Take that right foot over that left foot. Reach out through that right heel. Drop your right hip as you look over your left shoulder. And then come back to center. Taking it to the other side. Well, let's come all the way down. Bring the right ear to the mat. Palms face up next to the body, and just feel that space you created in that right leg. It should feel slightly longer than the left. Feel your breath. Stay out of the thoughts. And then bring those hands underneath you, gently pressing the body up off of the mat. And then peeling yourself up, where I'm going to turn around because I'm on camera. You are going to take your left knee forward to take it to the other side, pointing that left toe away as you fall onto that left hip. And point that toe away. Square off the hips here for lazy pigeon. And then gently lower down over that left leg. And then let's just gently walk the hands towards the body, maybe pausing here for a moment, maybe press into the top of that right foot, dropping your right hip as you bring that right knee up off of the mat, maybe squeeze that right glute. And then let's take a king pigeon, coming onto that left shin, placing that left heel on that muscle in between the legs, squaring off the hips, walk the hands towards the body, and then taking the same variation that you took on this side that you took on the opposite side. And then gently come forward as you do. Lean into your hands, bend your right knee, taking that right toe towards the sky. Take the right hand back to grab onto that right ankle, and then kick into your right hand. Bring the right shoulder forward as you kick. Maybe squeeze that right glute. And then gently release. Falling onto that left side, taking full expression of pigeon here. Bring that left foot up in front. Lining up that left ankle with that left knee. You're going to be way off to that left side, at least I am. And so you're going to take your prop to get those hips squared off underneath that left leg. Once you have those hips squared, make sure that that knee and foot stay in alignment, and then gently lower down over that left leg. As you take nice deep breaths in, feel the belly pressing into that left inner thigh, feel it expanding, feel that stretch on that muscle on the outside of that left leg, and exhaling, melting into it, going deeper forward. And then bring those hands to a comfortable position in front of you. Let's gently lift the body up. Lean over to that left side. Take that prop off to the side. If you have one, take that left leg back. We're going to reach out through that left heel, pressing the left ball of the foot and the toes into the mat, reaching out through the heel, maybe painting the mat with your toes here as you slide them back and forth. And then reach out through that heel at center, and then take that left foot over the right. Reach out through the left heel, dropping your left hip and looking over your right shoulder. And then come back to center. Let's feel that space we created. Come all the way down, left ear to the mat. Palms face up next to the body. Rock the hips side to side if that feels good. And then come to stillness. Bring the chin towards the mat. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Press yourself back into a child's pose. Third eye to the mat. Hands out in front. Allow the belly to melt in between those thighs. Take a couple of breaths here. And then let's walk the hands towards the body, paws it up at the top. Let's release out of our child's pose. Walk the hands forward, curl the toes. Let's find a downward facing dog. Pedal your dog back and forth here. Just one heel at a time. It's going to be easy peasy. We're focusing on the breath once again. So the head and neck are relaxed as you look back between the legs. You're gently pressing away from those palms. Again, utilizing that muscle underneath the pinky and the thumb, creating space under the fingertips as you press into the fingertips. Take the right heel all the way to the floor, bend your left knee, press away from the palms of the hands, bringing the belly button closer to those thighs. Feel that lengthening here, and then release. Take your left heel towards the floor, bending your right knee, pressing away from the palms. Those hips come close or go higher as the belly button goes closer to those thighs. Back and forth to walking your dog. And then let's take that right leg high, pointed to the sky. Just roll that right ankle to the right and to the left. Right leg down. Take the left leg high, pointed to the sky. Roll the ankle to the left. Roll it to the right. Left leg down. Take the right leg high, pointed to the sky. We're going to bend the knee and stack the hip. Look underneath your left armpit at your right big toe. Take the right leg a little higher. Lower your left heel towards the floor as you press away from the palms of your hands. Right leg down. Take the left leg high, pointed to the sky. Bend the knee, stack the hip. You're taking the left knee towards the sky, lowering your right heel towards the floor. Belly button clems to that thigh as you look underneath your right armpit at your left big toe. Left leg down. Take the right leg high. Let's just point it to the sky gently. Bring it all the way through to the front. In between those hands, you're going to follow it with the left foot. With those feet together, we're going to inhale up into our flat back. Remember, we just did this sitting down. Shoulder blades come together. Crown of the forehead forward like you're sitting up. You're making an L shape with the body, hands just above or below the knees. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to hang out here. Palms face up next to those feet. Relax the head and neck. Lift the hips towards the sky. Relax your hip joint as you lift the hips towards the sky. And then relax the head and neck as you look back between the legs. Relax the shoulders. Now relax, take your awareness to the muscles in your lower back and relax them. Feel the resistance in your mid-back. Relax the muscles in the mid-back. Awareness to the muscles of the upper back. Relax the muscles of the upper back, rolling the shoulders forward. One day the nose will come to touch the knees, legs to straight. Take your awareness to the hip joint. Relax the hip joints to go deeper. To root and rise, palms face down next to those feet. Bend the knees deeply, pressing into the bottoms of the feet. Nice deep breath in, hands out to the side. All the way up. Take a slight back bend, maybe feel a slight head rush. Exhale, hinging at the waist all the way down. Inhale, draw the hands up the legs into your flat back. Inhale. And then exhale, take your hands to the mat. Right foot back, left foot back. Find a plank, eyes to the elbows forward. Feet are hip width apart. Easy peasy today. We're going to come down to the knees. We're going to bring the toes together. Press yourself back into a child's pose. Drawing the hands towards the body. Inhaling, bringing the hands up. And then exhaling, taking the hands down in front of you. Curling the toes, downward facing dog. Take it to the other side. Left leg high. Gently bring it all the way through to the front in between those hands, following it with the right foot, feet together. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Once again, we're going to hang out here, palms face up. Make all those adjustments. To root and rise, palms face down. Bend the knees deeply. Inhale up. Take a slight back bend. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, flat back. Take those hands to the mat. Left foot back, right foot back. Find your plank, and let's take it through that flow. Exhaling down into your child's pose. Inhaling up. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Let's put it all together with the breath. Nice and slow. Inhale, right leg high. Bend the knees, stack the hip. Take another deep breath in. Right knee comes to the front on that exhale. Follow it with the left foot. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, inhale, rise. Nice deep breath in. Take that back bend. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, flat back. Take the hands to the mat. Right foot back, left foot back. Find your plank. And then take it through the flow. Exhaling down into your child's pose. Inhaling up. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Left leg goes high. Bend the knees, stack the hip. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, left foot comes to the front, following it with the right foot. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, inhale, rise. Nice deep breath in. Take that back bend. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, flat back. Hands to the mat. Left foot back, right foot back. Find your plank and take it through the flow. Exhaling down into child's pose. Inhaling up. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Come down to the knees, toes together. Find your child's pose and just breathe. And then let's slowly come up and then draw the body forward. We're going to take our left hand forward as you do. That left palm faces down. You're going to take that right arm, threading it underneath with the right palm face up, and then rest your head over your right shoulder. So I kind of equate this as being like pigeon for the arm like we did for the leg. And just relax the head and feel that stretch on the outside of that right shoulder. As you inhale, feel the right shoulder expanding up like a rising bread. And as you exhale, melt into it like you're leaning into an air mattress. And then bring the head back to center, or lift the head just slightly. Look over your right shoulder. And then come back to center. Gently release that right arm. We'll take that right arm out to straight. We'll take that left arm underneath, threading it underneath with the left palm face up. And then rest your head over your left shoulder. Lift your head just slightly and look over your left shoulder. And then bring the chin back to center. Release that left arm. Let's take that left ear to the mat, palms face up. Let's bend those knees. Take the heels side to side. And then we're just gonna roll around onto our backs. As you do, we're gonna get, oh, I gotta scratch my foot. We're gonna take that left leg out. We're gonna swing that right leg around in the hip joint. Take that right hand, right knee, left hand, right ankle. Pull that right knee deep to that right armpit. Roll the shoulder blades back, dip the chin just slightly. Flex your left foot towards your face. Squeeze the muscle to the bone in that left leg and that left glute. Feel the stretch. The core is in nice and tight. The whole body's engaged. You're squeezing the muscles to the bone. Squeeze the glutes, muscles to the bone in the legs. Shoulders tight to the earth. And then relax your left leg. Take your left hand on your right knee. Pull it across the body. Right hand goes out to the side as you look over your right shoulder. Feel the stretch on the outside of that right leg. Maybe relax that right hip and go deeper. Maybe on your exhalations you roll or rock. Relax your right shoulder towards the floor. Gently come back to center. Take that right leg out to straight. Swing that left leg around in the hip joint. Left hand, left knee, right hand, left ankle. Shoulder blades flat to the mat. Dip the chin just slightly. Flex your right foot towards the face. Squeezing the muscle to the bone in that right leg and that right glute. Engaging the core. Feel that full body squeeze here. And then relax your right leg. Take your right hand on your left knee. Taking it across the body. Left hand out to the side as you look over your left shoulder. And then come back to center. You bring those knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. We're just going to take those heels close to the glutes, bringing the bottoms of the feet on the ground. Take the palms face down. Lift the hips towards the sky for bridge pose. Roll one shoulder at a time underneath you. And then just squeeze the glutes as you press up through the hips. Come up high off of those heels, pressing into the toes and the balls of the feet as you squeeze the glutes and press up through the hips. Slowly lower the heels towards the floor, pressing into the heels, squeezing the glutes, pressing up through the hips, lifting the toes and the balls of the feet high up off of the mat, and then gently releasing one vertebra at a time. Come all the way down, knees into the chest, give yourself a hug, circles to the left and to the right. And then let's take the body out to straight, palms face up next to the body, and relax here. Take the toes out to the side, maybe rock the hips a little bit. And then today, let's take a lying butterfly, bring those up, bring the heels as close to the glutes as you can, flats of the feet, lining them up here. Maybe take the hands, grabbing the ankles, pulling them a little bit closer. And then we're going to press the heels together. Feel how that engages the inner thighs and the glutes. As you feel that resistance, press into the heels nice and firm, and then relax it, relaxing all the resistance, maybe taking the hands to the knees, tapping them side to side. And then we're going to lift the upper body up. You're going to look in between the legs. You're going to reach deep in between those legs. Grab onto those muscles and then pull those muscles towards the body as you roll the upper body back down on towards the floor. Feel the stretch here of those muscles as you pull them towards. And then release. Bring the hands underneath the knees to help bring the knees back together. Bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug, little circles to the left and to the right. And then let's grab our block. Those heels on the floor. You're going to lift the hips towards the sky. You're going to take that block long ways and place it on the flat part of the sacrum. So lift the hips towards the sky. Place it on the flat parts right below the waist. And then maybe heel toe the feet out to the side if that feels good. Find something that's comfortable for you. Keep the chin in alignment with the spine to protect the neck. Take the palms face up next to the body. If it feels good, you can lift those feet up off of the ground. Feel your breath. Again, mastering the mind by staying out of the thoughts, not engaging, being the observer. Lift the hips towards the sky, release that block out to the side. One vertebra at a time, come all the way down. Knees back into the chest, give yourself a hug once again. And then let's take a happy baby here. This is just going to be our inversion today, happy baby. So take the legs up to the sky, grab onto your toes, bring your knees into your underarms, press your lower back into the mat, dip the chin just slightly, and just pause here. You can be still or you can rock the baby side to side, whatever serves you best. And then release, knees into the chest, giving yourself that hug. Again, circles to the left and the right. Take the legs out to straight, palms face up next to the body. Allow the toes to fan out to the side. And then just scan the body here. See if there's any movement that the body needs. And then if not, let's just allow ourselves to come down onto the mat for Shavasana for complete and total relaxation. Just feel your breath here, where it's at. Are you in a natural breathing pattern? Are you still holding on to that breath that we worked through with our practice? Still staying with that breath as we move through the meditation, allowing yourself the deepest breaths of the day, filling yourself up with as much oxygen as possible, bringing that fresh oxygen to those healthy cells, creating strong, healthy cells, and bringing that breath to those cells that need a little bit more life. Let's take 3 deep breaths here together, and after the 3rd breath, I'll be guiding through the meditation. So try to stay with that breath through the whole meditation, inhaling through the nose here. Exhaling out the mouth, letting it go. Inhaling, feeling the body expanding out, feeling that pause at the top of the breath. Exhaling, melting into the body layer by layer, like you're leaning into letting the air out of an air mattress. Last breath here, inhaling. Exhaling, letting it go. Soften the muscles of the face, maybe taking the tongue to the roof of the mouth to stimulate 84 meridians. Maybe feel that energy rising up from the top of the mouth out through the crown of the head. Relaxing the muscles in the neck, muscles in the upper chest and the shoulders, around the shoulder blades. Relaxing the left arm and the left hand and the left fingers. Relaxing the right arm, the right hand, and the right fingers. Relaxing the center of the body, the belly. Relaxing the muscles around the rib cage, the pelvic bone, the glutes, the hips. Relaxing the muscles in the left leg and the left foot and the left toes. Relaxing the muscles in the right leg, the right foot, and the right toes. Feel the top layer of the skin, and as you take a deep breath in, feel the expansion of the top layer of the skin. And as you exhale, relax fully and completely, melting into the earth layer by layer through the body. Take your awareness to the pressure points when you get to the back of the body, the back of the head, the heels, the back of the legs, the arms, the center of the body. Inhaling back up, breathing into the outer layers of the skin and beyond through the aura. And on your next exhalation, melting it down through the body. And then take that energy out through those pressure points and start to create roots below you like a tree with your energy. At the base of the spine, create a line of energy that connects at the base of the spine. In between those legs, feel the energy, and then take it deep down into the earth. Circle around that earth core energy. And then breathe that energy up that line into those roots, filling the body up with the widest of widest lights, cleansing, purging, and purifying with that earth energy. As you breathe it into the outer layers of the skin and beyond through the aura, and then exhaling it back down through the body here. Do this several more times with the breath. See if you can connect with the underlying layers of the skin of just the top of the body. See if you can feel a tingling sensation in the shape of your body. Maybe you've already moved past the limitation or what appears to be the limitations of the body and moved more into a space of being. And then feel the outer layers of the skin on the back side of the body. As you would look at pictures of outer space and see all that space in between all of the different planets and the stars, feel that exact same space here, the space you've created within the walls of your physical body and outside of the physical body. Like stars starting to light up the sky at night, take that white light in your visualization to the base of your thumbs and feel it starting to circle around the base of the thumb, feeling the energy here. And then take it around the base of the forefinger, the middle finger, the ring finger, and the pinky finger. Feel that energy spinning round and round at the wrists. Spinning round and round at the elbows. Feel it spinning round and round at the shoulders. Feel it spinning round and round at the elbows. Back to the wrists. Back to the base of the pinky, the ring finger, the middle finger, the forefinger, and the thumb. Feel it spinning round and round all those places that we've touched all the way up to the shoulder. Feel it spinning round and round at the neck. Feel the energy spinning round and round at the third eye located in the center of the forehead and between the eyebrows. Feel a stream of energy coming from the universe up above through the third eye, through the brain, over the pineal gland, circling around the pineal gland, and out through that pressure point on the back of the skull. Feel that energy spinning round and round at the heart center. Feel it opening and healing the heart to give and receive more love. Feel the energy spinning round and round at the waist. Feel it spinning round and round at the top of the leg where the leg connects at the pelvic bone. Feel it spinning round and round at the knees. Feel that energy spinning round and round at the ankles. Feel it spinning round and round at the base of the big toes. The second toe. The third toe. The fourth toe. And the pinky toe. Maybe scan the body and release any resistance you didn't know you had, going even deeper into your meditation. Breathe. Without moving, feel the arms and the legs, the hands and the feet. Your energy rising towards the sky, but feeling grounded by those roots and that line around the earth's core. And then feel that space between that ascension and that grounding. of the hands tingling. Feel the balls of the feet, the pads of the toes, the arch of the heel tingling. Feel tingling in the shin and the calf, and the knees, and the inner and outer thighs and the hamstring, the quads, the glutes, the hips. Feel that tingling sensation on the right and left side of the body, in the center of the body, the belly, the lower back. Feeling it up in the chest, underneath the arms, across those shoulder blades, the clavicles. Feeling it in the biceps and the triceps, the tingling sensation of the muscles around the forearm. Those muscles underneath the pinky and the thumb. The muscles in the hand and the fingers. The muscles in the neck. Tingling sensation on the underlying layers of the skin of the lips, and the face, the eyes. Maybe soften the eyes further here into the sockets. Tingling sensation in the ears. Let's just illuminate the chakra here by taking awareness in between the legs, the base of the spine, and igniting the color red. So the space opening up here, like a little funnel of energy moving through the first chakra. Then feel that energy at the second chakra below the belly button and igniting the color orange, feeling that energy cleansing, purging, and purifying this space. And then igniting the color yellow at the sternum where the ribs come together. Green at the heart center. Baby blue at the throat. Indigo at the third eye. Violet at the crown of the head. Still feeling that energy moving around all those spaces that we've touched. Spinning round and round. The fingers, the wrists, the elbows, the shoulders, the neck. Over the pineal gland, at the third eye, the crown of the head, around the heart, around the waist, the top of the leg where it connects to the pelvic bone at the knee, at the ankles, at the base of each toe. Feel that earth energy below you with those roots. Feel the body rising and your frequency and vibration rising with each inhalation. See the rainbow moving down the center of the body. Just observe everything that you're doing while being in your stillness. That space that you've created for yourself, allowing you to create space for others. frequency of new earth pulsating through the body. Feel that vibration below you, above you, to the left and to the right, and within you. Continuing to stay out of the thoughts of the mind and enjoying the feels of the body, that space that you've created. Remembering once again that you're the observer of this experience. God's source, universal energy experiencing itself through the egoic personality that you've created for this lifetime. Remember, it's our egoic personality that keeps us from the remembrance of who we truly are. Once again, God's source, universal energy, pure white light, divine. And then without moving, feel the arms and the legs, the hands and the feet. By observing and not moving into the thoughts of the mind, see how the body chooses to manifest itself back into a more aware and awakened state after cleansing, purged, and purified the body to the gene core cell level, having created new frequency levels, having created new brain wavelengths, new cellular, molecular structure. Using the mind to come back into that more aware and awakened state. See how the body chooses to manifest, maybe by wiggling the fingers and the toes, maybe moving into a stretch, maybe simply opening the eyes and allowing the body to wake up around the eyes. And then when you're ready, slowly coming onto your left or your right hand side and just pausing in that fetal position for just a moment, taking a minute to honor this position, as this is the position we came into this lifetime in, and this is how we'll go forward, having cleansed, purged, and purified our bodies to the gene core cell level. Take a moment and show gratitude to all those things that we take for granted. Freedom. Knowing that true freedom only comes from within, by going within. Our infrastructure, essential workers, a maskless face, fresh air, food on our plates, water to drink, and a roof over our head. Take a moment and show gratitude to the physical body and all of its workings, known and unknown to us, in order to have this human physical experience. The heart, the liver, the kidneys, the lungs, the brain, the pineal gland, all of its workings. Take a moment and show gratitude to all of those things working in unison, known and unknown to us outside of the physical body, the sun and the moon, the stars, the space in between, that same space equated at the top and the bottom of the breath, where you're neither breathing in or breathing out, you just are. And then showing much love and gratitude to this planet. This planet needs us. If you're not able to help financially or physically, you can help spiritually and energetically by surrounding this planet with white light, with healing light. Everything that your body is has come from this earth. Everything that your body is going back to this earth. We are all connected and there is no separation. And then when you're ready, slowly come up into a seated position and bring your hands to your heart center. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale out your mouth to seal off your practice. On all planes of consciousness, if east, west, above, below, and within, around everything that ever was, everything that is, and everything that will be, we cast the rings past not of air, of earth, of fire, of metal, of wood, of water, and of spirit. May that which comes to us, may that which comes from us, and may that which comes through us, may it always be the all-zone pure love, truth, life, light, and wholeness. We are all one held in the infinite living mind of the all, and there is no separation one from another. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Yay. I feel good. Know that I would. No. Hey everybody. Go out. Have a blessed day. Be kind to yourself. Be compassionate and mindful to yourself first. And then do it for others. I love you. Namaste. Have a good day.